Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Brakatham, Rakakadash. That Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahushai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, signally speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you and those brothers that have the correct doctrine. And shalom to the 1/3 of the house of David, the elect of the nation of Israel. They're about to be saved. Labakarium in the Hebrew. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds who are among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. What is the date today? It is January 12th of 2025. And as you may know, there are these fires that are rampant here in Southern California. I'm in the Los Angeles area, so I could tell you that the smoke is pretty bad, and at night you can smell the chemicals, and a lot of people are getting headaches and numbness in the face and tongue and all kinds of stuff. So people are very reluctant to be outside for that long. You might get in your car and get out, not turn on your AC, stay in your home, close the windows, and that's pretty much it. Well, people are restricting themselves and where they go and what they do, and not to be outside as much. But I wanted to show something that a lot of people are making connections with this fire, of course, and a lot of people are already mentioning some conspiracy or some technology. And I would just mention a drink that people enjoy, Mountain Dew, and I'll leave it at that. But I want to show a video, and that's why I have this fair use at, because it's not my video, but I'm a comment on it, and it's something these godless people said, which are very proud, right? And they don't fear God, right? They don't respect God. God for them is a fairy tale, so who cares, right? Because we are in a godless country. Everything we have experienced shows the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that this place has been a godless country since the beginning. Okay? It's 1492. And its descendants of these wicked people fear not the Lord, fear not the crimes of their forefathers, create not the crimes that they have created. They don't fear anything. But in short, we're going to go and show you a video, and we're going to comment on it. So again, this is Fair Use Act, allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which does not infringe on copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. So this is the Golden Globes, which is really, I've never even watched them, right? I think it's for like TV series or something like that. They give, because I know the movies, actual movie theaters, they give the Oscars, right? And I think this is for like series or dramas or anything like on television, I believe. But could be wrong. I don't follow this stuff, and I never did, and I never really cared about it. And now even less. But with this commentator, with this woman, this Edomite woman, so she looks, says something that the people there thought it was very funny, right? And she's a comedian, of course she's going to be funny, but let us take it as a grain of salt, right? As everything here. So let's see what she says, and we'll go from there.
Already happened in the first half, and the acceptance speeches have been on fire. Who got shouted out the most? Let's look at the numbers. All right, cast and crew.
So they are mentioning who are they giving thanks for this award, and she's mentioning what people are saying there. Who are they mentioning? Thanks to who?
Are leading the way with 11 mentions. Moms are holding strong with 3 shout-outs. God, creator of the universe, 0 mentions. And Mario Lopez, host of Access Hollywood, 1. All right. No surprise in this godless town. The room has been buzzing, and there's been a lot of talk about...
During the 2025 Golden Globe Awards, host Nikki Glazer's opening monologue included jokes that some interpreted as...
And I don't know who this lady is, but obviously she's some kind of known person, right, in the Hollywood area, and she was there to comment and break the ice, to be a master of ceremonies. And like you said, they're going to go into a little bit more...
mocking religious themes. For instance, she made a jest about Hollywood's culture, stating, "It's no surprise that no winners thanked God tonight. After all, this is Hollywood." In the days following the ceremony, several online commentators drew connections between these jokes and subsequent events. Notably, some pointed out that within 48 hours of the Golden Globes, devastating fires swept through Los Angeles. These individuals suggested a correlation between the perceived mockery of God during the awards show and the natural disasters that followed. It's important to note...
And people might say, well, that's just a coincidence and stuff, but we've been making videos on how we told and said that the Lord was going to be visiting the earth. And we give you verses, we give you this, but there's nothing like the Old Testament God, right? Like how when he makes the world tremble, everybody hears. And guess what? People are afraid. People are scared right now. Why? Because the Lord did something small. The Lord just snapped his fingers, right? And these people are already afraid. But you have to understand that the Lord is coming with his legions of angels, with his full power. So just the little thing that you're seeing here is but a scratch of the surface of things coming to an event. Remember, Southern California is known for many things. Remember, the GDP of Southern California, the gross national products, how much it makes is $4.9 trillion, which follows New York and Texas. And so it's one of the major states that makes the most money, so that the United States can be on top. It also produces more than 50% of the food the United States consumes. Just the United States. We're not including Napa Valley and all that stuff, because all that's for grapes and stuff, but there's a lot of just the valleys. Like San Joaquin Valley creates enough to feed most of the United States. So if these places are burning, if Hollywood's not generating money, as it hasn't, then this place, the Emerald City, is no more. Like New York is no more. Everybody that knows anything, New York is dead. Everything is boarded up, right? And California is next. And what's left, according to the Lord, rumors of war, earthquakes. Remember, we're in Southern California, where earthquakes is a major deal. I grew up in Southern California, right? Earthquakes is, I think the biggest earthquake I ever felt was the 1994 Northridge earthquake, which was a 6.7, so almost a 7, and it was at 4:30 in the morning. It shook you out of bed. It was a very experience. I remember to this day very clear, because it was such an aggressive shaking, and it felt that it would never end. But California is due for serious earthquakes, and you get to read all kinds of arguments and basically telling you there hasn't been a big one, and we're in the San Andreas Fault, okay? Major area of earthquake, just like Japan, the Ring of Fire. and we're due for something major. So this is just the beginning, brothers and sisters. I don't have to bring no verses out, because it is plain who's doing this. It is plain what has happened, cause and effect. So there you are, brothers and sisters. So you know what time it is.
That such interpretations are subjective and reflect personal beliefs. The jokes made during the Golden Globes were intended as satire, a common element in awards show monologues. The subsequent natural events, while tragic, are not scientifically linked to the
Right, they're saying, yeah, just because they said something, it's, look, we know that the Lord don't play, and that the Lord was going to start sifting this place out. And the Lord, what he says, it happens. So you have to understand what time it is. If you haven't repented, judgment might be at your door tomorrow. Judgment might be at my door tomorrow. We have no idea. But a lot of people don't know the name of the Lord, don't do the last statutes and commandments, have not repented, and are living on borrowed time. And I'll leave it at that, brothers and sisters. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Barakatham Rakakadash. We give double honor to elders in GMS. We learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving 100% truth. Shalom to you. He that have ears, let him hear. Shalom.